Welcome to your soon-to-be favorite podcast, Los Brothers.
Yeah.
I'm Bias.
There's a story of a man named Brady, and he's went to 9 Super Bowls.
Hey.
Haters will say,
Hey.
lost to Manning twice,
Oh.
and a guy named Foles. But he's still the greatest quarterback of all time.
Hey.
And that's something you can't deny.
I'm back, bitches. I was not
He
here last
never
week.
say his name. Every time we get to Jamal's name, he don't ever say it.
Marcus Spears,
Ever.
Tom Brady, baby.
Jalen
Rose.
Rose,
Greatest of all time.
Shout out to Tom Brady, the greatest
And
quarterback
Mike
of
Greenberg.
all time.
And
What's
shout
up?
out to my Vols for being number 1 in basketball. And I'm praying for you, Carmelo.
Aprendimos a quererte desde la histórica altura donde el aprend.
Man, so how's y'all's days? How's y'all's
Pretty
days?
good, man. How was yours, man?
Good.
Man, I got so angry at work, bruh.
What happened?
Man, millennials, man.
Right.
Tell you, man. Nah, man. I was sitting there, like we got deadlines, right? I'm sitting there, man. We got to pick these groceries. Man, tell me why one of my workers, right,
Right. What was doing?
just gonna be sitting there, not even moving the cart, not even getting anything,
He
right?
at work, right?
Yeah, work. No, he work clothes and everything. He
Okay.
on the job.
He clocked in.
I expect him to get this, get all this refrigerated stuff, right?
You letting
Yeah.
him down.
yeah.
You know who you are. All of a sudden, I sit there. I'm like, "What you doing?" He was just, I'm sorry. Looking at his phone.
On himself.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, "What you looking at?" He was looking at Lowe's Brothers podcast. I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Man, go ahead, let me pick this card." Go ahead, cause
Finish this episode.
educational stuff right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
That was good. That was
yeah.
good. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Jorge,
What's up?
how you doing, man?
Good. Missed you guys.
Thespian.
He wasn't on the last episode, you know what I'm saying?
Thespian.
Yeah, you guys
Actor.
substituted me with a really cool, much cooler guy.
No. I want
Kentucky Kicks guy?
Yeah. He cool.
Shout out to
but
Nick
Yeah.
one more time.
He is prettier though.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the first day back to try to hurt my confidence.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, I have to. I can't shave. I can't cut my hair. That's why I'm wearing a hat for this fucking role that I'm playing. So.
Speaking of your role, I went to go see the play Sweat.
Yeah.
They're gonna be doing the play Thursday, Friday, and
Two-
Saturday and Sunday, I believe.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 shows on Friday.
2 shows Saturday.
2 shows Saturday. I seen it. Great play. Check it out. It's really amazing.
Just warning you guys, it's not a comedy.
Not at all.
So you get to see
Not at all.
you get to see some Paducah comics in a different light.
Definitely
yeah, man,
eye-
it's real, man. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
it's
eye
real.
opening.
It's real.
It's real. I got some chills.
Hold on.
over
What
there.
what 2 times Saturday?
2:30 and 7:30.
2:30 and 7:30.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, really good play. You really tapped
No,
in.
I'll be there 2:30. I'll be there 2:30 Saturday.
Oh
right.
yeah, you can. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because I'm off. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. Yeah, so
I-
yeah. I was going.
so I told this girl, you know who I'm talking about, the mixed girl, Jalen. That was on the only other minority,
Right.
other than Kevin and I. I told her, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hook you up with my friends. I was talking about Jamal.
Right.
For whatever reason, I just feel like you guys would hit it off.
Oh, so you never put the foot in? You never put the work in?
No, I told her, I was like, hey, I'm gonna try, because I thought he was coming Thursday,
Oh,
so I was just gonna wait. But
Okay.
since this won't air till next week or whatever, or you know,
no,
2
it's
days,
airing tomorrow.
Oh,
But
who Saturday? Like who?
the one of the actresses,
Okay.
like I feel like you guys would get
she
along.
is cute, bro.
She's cute.
There's one downside. Kevin did kiss her.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did. No, it was for the play. It was for the play. It was part of acting. Why are you mad, bro? Why is your lip quivering? You haven't even gotten set up with this yet.
Like, bro, that's like, bro, that's like literally That's literally like her going from Buddy Love to Shervy Clemp. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yes, what? No, you can't. Yes, I can. Oh, Miss Purdy.
Dude, she is.
I love that movie.
She is cool as fuck, man. She's really funny.
She's
too.
a good actor. Actress.
Yeah, man. She's
Actress.
good.
All right, cool. That's what's up. That's what's
Cute
up.
too, dog.
So it was funny though, because I told her, I was like, hey, I think I'm gonna hook you up with one of my boys. I was like, I want to hook you up with one of my boys, and she just kind of looked at me because we don't know each other like that.
Hey, I'm gonna hook you up.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I think you guys hit it off, and she just was like, okay. I was like, no, he's cool. She's like, okay, I'm
Man,
down.
it's gonna be one of them awkward things where it's just like, so
No, because you got your personality.
So
you
know
gonna hit him with
bruh,
Tracy
man.
Morgan. Hit him with that Tracy Morgan. Hey, dog, your ass is beautiful.
I'm gonna take you behind the dumpster and get you pregnant.
Bro, if you start, there ain't no way. There's not no way you're not gonna get the draws.
That was the worst. That was the worst Tracy Morgan impression.
sit there just all these electronics right here.
Right.
This is all me. I got
Right.
hit by a Walmart truck. Well, actually, it looks like I got hit by a Walmart truck, but I didn't.
No,
So
but
good.
I will tell you this, man. In the, I don't know why, but like for some reason, she reminds me a little bit of Laura Lee, like my wife. So like,
No, bro, we didn't know.
so well, people know.
Laura Lee.
Yeah.
You guys don't know
My
that. But like she's real laid back. She's real cool. And I was like, you know what? I think she can hang with Jamal.
I feel like it's one of those situations where you want to smash, but you can't. So he's like, I'm gonna put it on my friend.
No, it hasn't been that way.
I be
Like,
doing shit like that. I'm like, I can't smash her, so I'm gonna get one of my friends to do it.
but if it was, yes.
One time,
I would live vicariously
You
through.
had a date, like you had a date, and you sent somebody else.
Oh,
Hold on a second.
Oh, man,
Time out.
that was very rude.
Pause.
That was very rude and inconsiderate what he just said.
Pause.
What's up?
What?
Come again?
What happened?
First of all, I'm a good person. That's the first thing we gonna get out.
I think I knew about this, but I don't remember the whole story. So you're gonna have to.
You want me to tell the story? Is
You
that
have
what
to
you're
refresh
saying?
our
This
memory.
was not part of.
I'm pretty sure last time I seen her, she worked at Jasmine's. She had tattoos. Think she
Hold
was
on.
a lesbian at one point.
Is she white?
Yes.
Okay.
Her last name,
We'll just start with.
Hold on.
Close to
They're
animals.
playing Guess Who?
you got cheetahs, you got lions, then you got
Okay. Don't
Panthers,
say
you got-
don't say anything else because I might
leopards.
say it.
Then you got leopards.
Yeah.
Okay, you Guess Who?
Yeah. Hey.
Now,
I can't believe you did. Oh my god.
then you got Krugers. Then you got
Don't tell me you hooked her up with the guy who's now married to her.
no.
Okay.
No, this dude's married to somebody else. But here's I gotta give a disclaimer, man. Disclaimer: I was an idiot when I was younger,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
I always second guess myself. Like I had really bad anxiety. I always like second guess myself.
Okay.
Like anytime I was like in a good situation or anything like
Yeah,
that.
that's most men. Yeah.
Right. So and I got this weird ability to mess things up. You know, it's
Yeah,
Most
me
men,
too.
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
So
me too. Yeah.
So I was I seen her at the mall. Like, it's like a long time ago. I think it's like 9th grade or something like that.
Yeah.
And ooh. I think I was in 9th grade. I was in the mall with my friends. I think. I
You
think
were
it
a
was-
kid, man.
Yeah, I was-
You were
Hey, I
a
was a
kid. You were a
kid.
kid. Okay.
So I seen a whole group of other kids like talking to her. It was like she was like surrounded by men. Like,
Oh, she sucked dick. That's why.
Well, I don't know, but
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I ain't nothing wrong with that. But
People say that's like top.
it was like a school of fish around her. So I was like, but like the guy that wanted her number, he was far away, and all the dudes was trying to convince her to give him a.
Gotcha.
He was on some like big shit, you know.
Yeah.
So after I seen that, you know, I was like, these dudes just made it easy for me. So she walked in. I think she walked in Route 21.
Okay.
And I walked in there. I was like, I just walked into it like I already knew. I was like, don't tell me you did that. She's like, did what? I was like, don't tell me you gave them lames your number. And she's like, no, I gave them a fake number. I was like, oh, that's good. So you can give me your number. You know what I'm saying? So then she gave me her number, started texting, and then I was like, let's go to the movies because that's high school.
Right,
shit.
right,
Let's
right.
go to the movies.
Even now, as an adult.
Try to get a hand job.
Oh,
Baby.
Oh,
That's what ninth grade was about.
Right.
HJs.
Well, you know how depressed you just made me whenever you said ninth grade that you were texting.
Jamal was still sending out smoke messages.
I was still on landlines and everything. Both of y'all need to get out the damn phone.
Jamal was doing smoke signals outside. Hey, babe.
Hey man, no, it was no damn smoke signal. It was a damn 2 aluminum cans with string.
So we like texting like every day, all night, next day, all day. You on that middle school crush shit.
Call it puppy love.
Right, it was some puppy love shit. So the date was on Friday, okay? So it's Monday. I'm like, okay, we texting, you know what I'm saying? Tuesday, okay, we texting. People like find out about like, hey, James, what's going on? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, she cute. Yeah, I know, you know how I do, you know. Then Thursday, I'm like, I don't think I can do this. Got cold feet. Got the cold feet.
Damn.
You know when you're a great athlete and then like it's like the last play, everybody's counting on you.
Yeah.
And then like you don't even get sacked, you just throw it out of bounds on accident and like you ruin the game for everybody and like, the whole school hates you.
Yeah, kind of like the refs in the Saints game.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like that actually.
Yeah.
So what happened
them damn
was I got cold feet. I said, you know what? I can't do this. I'm an innocent boy. I don't need to be talking to girls. Let me focus on my homework. You know, I got a D and goddamn.
And ethics, he got a B in ethics. He's trying to get an A.
I need to bring this D up so I can become a better man and not get one of these girls pregnant out here. My mom was right.
Yeah.
So I seen one of my friends. And I was like, hey, Fontes. Shout out to Fontes. He's married now.
Okay. Let's make
Shout
that
out to your
clear.
marriage. I was like, hey, man, what you doing, man? He's like, nothing, man. I said, what you doing Friday? He's like, oh, nothing. I was like, try to go on a date, man. He was like, date? I was like, no, with a girl, dog. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, this is a girl that I'm supposed to go on a date with. And I can't make it. And, I got busy life, right? I got chemistry, homework.
Yeah.
Got some history I need to work up on. I need you to do it for me. He's like, nah, I don't know, man. Because he thinks he's ratchet. Because what man in his right mind
Right.
going to have an attractive woman he going to go on a date with and
Oh,
be
she's
like,
really
hey, you
cute.
know what? I was give an assist out to somebody.
Oh, yeah. She cute.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Chemistry
like-
homework, nigga.
he was
In ninth grade.
You ain't even working on you and hers chemistry.
hey,
Y'all
give that time.
chemistry.
He was-
y'all ain't got no
I was trying to go
time.
to
He was still
college.
he was still in remedial science.
It was having, it was messing with my ego. I had to get out of
He
there.
just in there. So I'm not supposed to put the fork in the microwave.
That's life skills. That is life skills.
H2O H2O.
So, like, what crazy man you know is gonna have a date with a hot, like, really attractive chick,
Right.
And it's gonna be like, "Hey, man, you should go. You should go at my place." Somehow he ended up falling for it and ended up going.
Well, that's good.
So, like, the day of, the girl's like, "I'm so ready to go to the movies and see this." And I'm just not responding. You know, I'm hitting her with the ghost. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. Yeah.
And then basically, that's like all I know until I got back from school Monday. And then found out, I was like, "Did you go on it?" He's like, "Yeah, I went on the date." He's like, I walked in there. You know, she seen me. I told her you couldn't make it. So we went to go watch the movie. And she said she had to go to the bathroom and never came back.
Damn. You know, in a weird way, like I feel that so.
You know what I said? I said, that's some rude shit. What kind of girl is going to go on a date
He said it's some real shit.
and not finish it? That's fucked up. I couldn't do that to nobody.
At least you were man enough to
That
not
was
show
very
up.
rude.
Right. You were very bad.
That was very rude, so you should at least finish the date.
Fuck. That's
Wow.
I think she did pay for both of them. I'm not sure, but maybe she.
Oh, that's fucking
She
hilarious.
went
dude.
to the bathroom and never came back. Like,
My
like
my most
Like,
awkward,
be like that sometimes.
dude, my most awkward scenario with a girl, other than this Chinese girl that I went on a date with, who, by the way, wanted me to take her to Outback Steakhouse, and I was like, let's go to Popeyes. So we went to Popeyes, and she was happy as fuck. Anyway, the only other scenario where I've had something similar like that happen to me was my sister-in-law was trying to hook me up with this coworker of hers at Arby's. She used to work at Arby's, and she's like, "Hey, why don't you date so and so? You know, she's cute, and she's asking about you all the time. She's like, I think you guys would make a cute couple." And I was like,
Anytime they say that, it's usually
right, especially with my sister-in-law, because my sister-in-law does not have good taste in people. Like, she married my brother, and so finally she's like, hey, she's like, I got you her number, so I start texting, whatever, and then we plan on going on a movie. I think it was like a Friday night, Saturday morning or something. I was like, hey, I'll pick you up. She's like, cool. So I go over there to pick her up. And I see her, you know, behind the register. And I'm like, hey, I'm here. I'll just wait for you. I'll just be over here chilling, waiting till you get off. She's like, oh, okay, cool. So I see her grab some clothes, go to the bathroom. I'm sitting there. And I knew most of the people at Arby's because my sister-in-law worked there, and I always went in there for free apple turnovers. And
the free apple turnovers, baby.
and so I'm sitting, dude, like 10 minutes pass, and I'm like, yo, where's she at? Like, she ain't coming out. So I asked him, like, yo, have you guys seen so and so? And they're like,
so and
like,
so.
yeah, like she's so she went to the bathroom, changed and whatever. And dude, after like 20 minutes, I was like, okay, there's something's going on.
Something's not right.
Something's not right. So I asked one of the girls, I was like, yo, like, is this girl still here? She goes, let me check. She goes around to the drive-through window, peeks her head out, and she goes, her car's not here. And I'm like, all right. So fast forward 10 minutes, because I'm in my car, heated as fuck, texting her. I'm like, yo, like, where'd you go? She goes, oh, I'm so sorry, but my boyfriend walked in and he couldn't see me with you. And I was like,
Oh, my bad.
He's trying to set you.
so then I texted my sister-in-law. I'm like, did you know
Oh yeah, she knew. Oh yeah,
that she had a boyfriend?
He's a
Oh,
piece
oh,
of
she knew.
shit.
Oh, she-
It's all good.
Yes. Yeah, she goes.
I heard that before.
Yeah, he thought, well, he treats her really bad. I'm like, well, that's not how it works. Like, they have to break up before you set us up.
If he treats her real bad, imagine how he treats you.
And I knew the kid. I knew the kid from high school,
He
man.
smacked the fuck out of her. You know he gonna beat the shit out of you.
We say no to abuse, though. No to
But
abuse.
I remember the kid from high school because we went to the same high school, and I was just like, oh, that's the kid that always was like in A school for getting in fights. So I was like, I'm good.
This that
Man.
nigga that you see his mom drop him off and he smacked the shit out of his mama. Oh, you like, God damn, he smacked his mama?
Fuck you,
Damn it,
mom.
mama, send no marshmallows.
Oh, you see a motherfucker smack his mama, he don't give a fuck about nothing. He'll kill anybody on the spot. He ain't
All right.
playing.
So we're talking about awkward dates, right?
Right.
All right. Mine just recently. It really wasn't even a date, but like, cause I was with her, everybody said it was a date. Like, I was helping a friend out.
Okay.
Like, I was actually like, we got a charity event that we're gonna all be part of.
Is that how you got us in?
For the same, huh?
Nice
that-
Columbus Autism Awareness.
Autism benefit show, comedy show, yeah.
Yeah.
February 15th.
For families on the spectrum. Oh,
But
February 15th?
so we're hosting this gala, and I brought somebody with me, and she had recently just went through a divorce, and like I was like, hey, why don't you just, you really don't go out that much. Like, she said she hadn't been out much, so I was like, look, come out with me, you know what I'm saying?
Let's
We're
hang
gonna have
out.
a good time.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm hosting the show, and they got a buffet, and everybody like where the stage is at, it's actually lowered, and everybody else is sitting up high, and they put the buffet right beside me on the stage.
Damn.
And basically, everybody just went and got their food
I've
and
had-
everything.
yeah.
Like, for a break, I got my food last.
Right.
So, cause you know I'm a big dude in there. They
You
want to make
try
sure.
to make it seem like you're not really hungry.
Yeah, they want to make sure.
Right.
Right. So, all of a sudden, dude, the chef was like, "Yo, by the hey Jamal, you go ahead and get your plate." I was like, "Cool." And then the host, the person who gathered the gala, Hope, what's up? She can tell you this. It's a true story, bro. All right. All right. Oh, it's just so hard to say this. Okay. So
Say it. Let it come out.
all right, so I'm like, Hope, take my plate up to the table because I was sitting with all of them.
Right.
And I was like, I'll be over there once I announce Natalie's name on stage. And I go get my food. I announce Natalie. I go up. It's a round table. Everybody is looking like this.
Everybody dead?
No, I don't know what's happening. And like,
There's no energy
and,
at the table?
like who I brought is not here.
Okay, so you.
She's in the bathroom.
Okay.
Everybody's just looking at. I'm just sitting there. I'm looking at my plate, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, I forgot my fork. Like on the other side of her chair is a dude, and all he says, "Hey man, you can have mine." Whole table erupts, laughing.
So it's like.
And I'm like, what's going
Am I
on?
part of some joke?
Now the girl he was with, pissed as hell.
Oh,
And
I know where this is going.
And here's what
I know.
here's what happens. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, what's so funny? And like, you ever been with somebody and all of a sudden somebody claims that you're with them? Like, so she was pissed. She was like, "You're a bitch," and I was like, "Hold on, she ain't."
He's hold on. What'd you say?
She was like, "You're a bitch."
And then what you said?
I was like, "Hold on. First off, she ain't a bitch."
Okay, here what she said. She said, "Yo, bitch." He said, Hold on. That is not my bitch.
I'm sitting like, hold on, why are you calling her a bitch? Like, I don't know what the fuck happened.
Where's all this aggression coming from?
So she explained that the person I brought, like, didn't go down to get any food, and she was like, "Oh, where's my place?" She was like, "Everybody was in line. You have to go get your place." She was like, "Oh, okay, that's no problem." She grabbed a fork from the dude's plate, ate my food off my plate.
Who?
The girl I brought, the lady I brought.
Not your bitch.
All right. So you heard.
Okay.
Basically, this is what you did. You grabbed the fork off of Jorge's plate, and then you ate my food.
That's two violations.
And then put the fork back on Jorge's plate.
That's two violations. First of all, this bitch ain't got no goddamn home training. Second of all, you can't grab not your fork and eat not your food. That's not how this works.
I swear. And then all of a sudden it was like, because I'm trying to be nice. So at one end, I'm consoling her. Because
she consoling your plate right now.
no. Like when she comes back for the rest of the night, because I'm trying to be.
You try to make it
comfortable to her.
Right.
But as soon as I'm away from her, everybody's just like.
You didn't drop that bitch in the
just in there like, Jamal, for real.
Hold on.
For real. I was like, I didn't. She a grown woman.
Hold on, it's like this.
She a grown
it's like everybody brought their dogs to the dog show. Everybody's walking their pretty dogs, brushing them, and then you want their friends, and like you like, I got somebody I want to bring. You bring a river rat, and like Jamal.
First off, river rats can be cute. River rat, you ever seen a dog so ugly that it's cute? You ever seen one? It got like an overbite, it got a fang and everything. Man,
he said river rats can be cute.
Bro,
I want a Sphinx cat. That's what I want. I want to feed the hairless man.
Dude, I honestly thought this was going somewhere else, and you probably did too. I thought you were gonna say that was the dude's ex-chick.
I thought he was gonna say
no, like
man,
literally.
I ain't see that coming.
And then here's the thing: I was so appalled that I wasn't even hungry. I was so shocked. I wasn't even hungry. I literally forgot about my food. I literally was like, "You ate off a fork. Like his chick is right beside you,
right,
pregnant."
Oh,
no.
hold on.
That's where yo bitch came from.
Everybody's drinking wine besides her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like she's sitting there just like, I can't wait till this baby pop out. You
So
know,
I
like
can
all that or
booze,
whatever.
yeah.
By the way, she just had a
Right.
baby. What's up with you? You know
She
what I'm saying?
got everything she can't have, and she got one thing she can have, and she snatching for it.
And
Yeah,
I was sitting there, I was like, bruh.
You know what that's like? That's like I had a Super Bowl party.
I literally had to apologize to all of them, and then we all went to Applebee's. And I bought them dinner.
Damn, that's
I really did.
How many people?
It was like four best friends, whatever. I bought them, but basically they just got appetizers and everything, so it didn't hit me that hard.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there, I was just like,
This
man,
bitch costing me money now.
You
hold on. But here's the thing. I'm not really gonna call it bitch because I will say this, like, this is very people don't talk about this. Like, she was one of those people where when she was married, like, she had like the life, but as soon as the divorce happened,
She didn't know what to do.
she hit
Crushed
like a rock bottom,
Rock
and it was like she didn't know how to handle it,
Yeah.
and I want to say, like, I do wish her the best. I really do.
He said,
And-
"How you talk to her, Jamal?" Hell no, I ain't talking to that bitch.
That's true. That's true, man. See a grown woman, man.
Jamal's like, she ain't gonna take my food again.
That's true.
No, for real.
That's true.
That's like, do you remember them Fun Dip sticks
Yeah.
or whatever? That's like literally like me grabbing your Fun Dip, licking it, giving it the stick, putting it in another powder, lick it, and then put it back in your Fun Dip.
You know that's hold on. You know that's like, let's say we making a comedy. I got a brand new house, a white carpet. You know what I'm saying? It's raining outside. I'm like, everybody take y'all shoes off. You bring your girl, y'all take y'all shoes off. My friends bring their girl, they take their shoes off. Jamal bring his girl. Jamal take his shoes off. She got her muddy ass feet tracking shit. And then put her food on my
No, it would be like if you had this super nice house with super nice white carpet. You had everybody come over. You know, like everybody take your shoes off, right? And she came in a little bit late,
Oh, like,
but she notices that everybody took their shoes
Right.
off, and then she sees my boots full of mud. She decides to put my boots on for no fucking reason. And then started fucking
And like,
tap dancing on your
I
car.
be like, Bernie man, I'm like, look at this shit. Look at this motherfucking shit right here.
what the hell it is? What the fuck it is? What the hell it is? You see the motherfucker doing my damn car?
Don't come in my motherfucking house.
Oh my
My
god!
motherfucking carpet. What kind of shit it is?
And then,
Oh,
and,
fuck it.
yeah, and then
Motherfucking
she takes off the boots and then points at me and it's like he did it.
I was literally but I do wish her well and everything, but who, man, look, and I'm not saying I'm no spring chicken either, but I'm just saying, like,
Bro,
bruh,
I don't
like,
understand people that, and again, maybe if I ever get divorced, maybe it'll be different. But like, we have a client whose mom hit me up and she goes, "Hey, could you do my daughter a solid and mow her yard?" But she can't afford a lot because she's going through a divorce. And in my head, I'm like, well, doesn't she usually get half the money? Like, you know, I didn't say anything. I was just like, yeah, you know what? We'll go check it out. So we go check it out. I think I bid it for like 50, right? And she goes,
$50?
yeah. She goes, "Can you do 40?" Like, she's going through a rough time with the divorce. I was like, "You're one of our clients. You've given us plenty of work." I was like, "I'll help you out. Sure, why not?" Well, a year later, she goes, "Hey, my daughter moved to his house. Can you go check it?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I go check it. And it's kind of far out a little bit. And I was like,
Drive time.
I was like, it's going to be 50. She goes, "Well, she's going through a divorce." I'm like, okay, hold on a second. Like, you can only use that excuse the first year. You can't be using that excuse over and
So
over.
the first time I want to say fuck that bitch and that divorce.
Yeah.
But I did it on principle.
Right.
The
Right.
second time, no, fuck that bitch and that divorce.
So, yeah, I was just like, yo, first of all, it's further out than it was. And, you know, now it is a little bit smaller, but I was just like, okay, like, you've had this much time to get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
If you still needed all that help, you should have got a divorce.
yeah.
Kind of.
That's probably who Jamal went out with. It was probably the same chick.
No, I don't know, man. No, I mean she was the cougar.
Sometimes you gotta be
though.
like a bird.
She was a cougar. She was a cougar.
Yeah. All right.
But I mean, it just surprised me, man. Just surprised me, man. But
She was a cougar.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
Did
she
she
was.
have kids?
So hold
Yeah.
So you know that makes me more mad because I know for a fact she got little kids running around here going to motherfuckers' houses, taking off the daddy's plate and eating his goddamn food. Man, right?
Boy, if you
He
don't
like,
stop saying.
who the fuck is this?
Let's fund it, man.
Then look at his mama.
No, you remember when you were a kid? Oh, I used to hate whenever, man, especially Justin in lunch period. Like whenever I want to eat one of them rectangular square pieces, whatever, he'd just be like, "Hey, that mine." I'm like, you mother, ooh,
Yeah.
because I was about to put some French dressing on and shit.
Yeah.
And ready to eat that motherfucker.
Dude, I grew out of
I
that.
ranch on that hoe.
I grew
That's good too, bro.
Uh,
That's good, man.
that in a cup of or one of those cartons of
Hot
chocolate
sauce
milk.
on that hoe.
Anyway, I think I grew out of that pretty quick because my brothers were older, so they always steal my food and shit. And like at first, it pissed me off. I'm like, oh fuck this. My mom's like,
Fuck this,
my mom's
fuck
like,
that nigga.
my mom's like, they just
His mom
took.
just died. Fuck her, goddamn.
No, my mom's was like, they just took a French fry. You got to share. And after a while, I was like, all right. And like now,
but you
said
know.
my
But yeah, you be pissed like
Yeah.
literally like every school lunch, like you literally had to do your pizza like.
Hold on.
Like,
Hold on. My nephew, bro, he hates sharing, dog. He hates sharing.
Is he the only child?
No.
Oh.
He got
okay.
3 brothers and sisters.
That's why.
Hold on. So when they make him share, bro, the look he be giving them, his brothers and sisters, like, they like, share it, Jamie. He be like this. And he, hold on. They like, pick it up and hand it to her. He be like this. They be drinking it like, ah. Hold on. He be over here like this. Like he get ready to rip one of their heads off, man. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, man. Depending on what you sharing, man. Yeah, man.
So let's talk about this the fundraiser that we're doing real quick, just to kind of let people know. So it's an autism benefit comedy show. There won't be children there. It's a 21 and older show,
21
right? Which I'm so excited because I don't know if you know this, but I was the first performer.
Oh, I remember. No, I
That-
know.
I'm sure they've told you.
Oh, they told me.
They still tell
They
stories
told me
about
like I didn't know who you were. They were sitting there. They were sitting there. It's like, yeah, there was this comedian. His name was
George Machine.
Julio.
Was it Jose? I was like, Jorge. Do you know him?
No, you should have been like, no, what happened?
No, I was like,
He came on stage.
bro.
He said,
Apparently, what was it at
he said
church?
that Trump.
Yeah, it was at a church.
Wall.
Yeah. It was at a church. First of all, I didn't know there was gonna be children there. Sorry.
Should have been the first hint of holiness.
What? So I talked to the people and I was like, so what's the language? She's like, well, it's at a church,
That means
but
no cussing.
but I was just like, okay. Well, I mean, I didn't really cuss, but
He said Catholic. Or,
I did
Baptist?
say I think where I lost them, which was kind of like in the middle of my set.
My wife be bitching me out, man.
No. This was like This was like 3 or 4 years ago. This is like.
Okay,
So
no,
yeah,
man.
so like 3 or 4 years ago, did that gig. So you were saying that they knew me, right?
Yeah, they knew.
So I think this
They
is what
definitely knew you.
I think this is what I said.
I know
think
what
this
you
is.
said.
I think this is where I lost them because I could feel the shift in the room. Like up to this point,
Y'all's pussies be stinking.
no, up to
What?
forgive me, hey, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
He said, I love God like everybody else, but some of this Christian pussy be funky than a motherfucker.
No. So I was in there and I was like talking to a kid because there was kids in the audience, and I was just like, I was talking to a little girl. I was like, how old are you? She goes, I think she said 6. And I was like, I was like, my niece is 6. She pissed me off all the time, man. I just want to punch her in the head.
Oh, no. That's absurd. That's not too bad, though.
Like, no, man. I was just like, Like I was like, yeah, she told me I had a big nose, and it just took me back to elementary school, and I just want to just. And then you can hear,
That little girl was like this.
you could feel the room just go.
No, because like these ain't.
Did you hear this?
These ain't. No, it's
Jesus.
No, it's not only that, but you gotta remember they're also
Pagan.
Proper.
Oh.
like,
You said that to an autistic girl, dog. Huh? You said that to an autistic girl.
So
see, that's what it is. He never thought about it.
why would you bring it on?
That's why I was sitting there. I was like, hold on. Why would that be upset? Get your ass on my face.
Oh.
He been ripping ass. He put it right in your face. All right, sit down.
No, bro. You said that. No. You said Jorge. Jorge.
I know.
You can't do that.
Well, my 4-year
Mr.
ban's
Jorge,
over.
we need an apology.
My 4-year ban's over because I'll be making a return to.
Well, the thing is, like, I never even thought about that until, like, I was like, hold on.
Hold on. Okay, we heard it from his perspective. I want to hear it from the woman's perspective. When you said you knew Jorge and you asked.
Oh no, she was probably
Please
like
tell
she
me.
did this. She goes.
That's exactly what it, well, like, it was like, all right, now look, we did have this one comedian. Okay, he was.
I love this. I love this
He
so
was,
much.
Now I'm gonna cancel on you.
all right, look, like, do I say Mexican or Spanish? Like, which one do I? All right, he was Mexican. His
Conquistador.
what was it? It was one of those names, Julio, Jose, Jorge. And I was like, Jorge, yeah, Jorge. Do you know him? Like,
familiar with him.
I didn't have the mindset of
Jamal
playing
said,
around.
I'm familiar with his
so I was
work.
just like, yeah, I know. She was like, ooh, well,
He said some unsavory.
he was okay. It just wasn't church.
Appropriate.
What he did, and I'm not even sure what it was, but I just remember, like, there were some moms that were like, oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God. On God.
No. Oh God.
On God. I did that. I did that.
No, I mean, I think he's funny. It's just,
It's just you
Well-
just can't go around saying you're gonna smack autistic children.
Well,
You
I'm
just
glad
can't
they
do that.
decided to do it at another semi-religious venue.
dude, you have to tell that story during the fundraiser.
Last time I came here,
Hey guys, remember me? I'm the child beater.
I'm back, bitches.
Hey, no,
He'll
so
come out like Buddy Love. No, Jorge.
making his return.
Oh God.
DJ might do it this year.
DJ is doing it.
No, I'm saying like he might.
Oh no, he should not do that joke.
Realistic.
He should not do that joke. So okay, so that reminds me of when somebody's talking about you, like, and they talk to somebody else. Well, that happened to me. So I was working. I did a gig in Murray. What's the Mexican restaurant right there by campus? Or I don't know if it's even there. It's next to Jasmine.
Okay, there was one. It was not Don Taco. It was Los Portales was right beside Jasmine. We
No.
did at one point.
Damn.
Yeah, it might have been Los Portales.
It was like Family
Portales.
Dollar, and then there was like in the corner, and then
Yeah.
there was Jasmine's right there.
It was one of those Mexican
I
restaurants.
ain't got Jasmine no more either.
And then we had one that used to like play music and everything, but that was it was literally right beside Taco Bell and
Maybe
right
that's
beside a
what-
Cash Express.
Maybe that's what. Did they have like a pretty decent stage?
Yeah,
it's kind of
yeah,
high.
yeah.
That's probably what it
yeah.
was. So my boy.
El Mariachi.
Yes.
there you go.
Yes, that's
El
what.
Mariachi.
That was the last place.
That was a good.
If you didn't have a guitar, you should have been there.
Though.
Bro.
That spot was nice.
So that was one of the few times that my parents ever came to see me. Might have been like the second to last time they came to see me. Ever since, they haven't come to any of my shit. So
Did they come to your special?
no.
Damn.
My brother and my sister-in-law did though. But anyway, so we did a gig. My boy hooked us up with the gig at Mariachi. Keep in mind, this was year 1, 2 of us doing comedy, which meant I had a lot of premises, and that's it. Like, there was no punchlines, there was no jokes, tags, nothing. My writing was garbage. So we go do this gig, and it's a pretty decent crowd, but we all suck. And I was, like, I went home and I was like, okay, I definitely need to work on something. So fast forward 2 more years, I'm working at Hollister at the mall here. And my assistant manager, she's hanging out. She's really cute. She got curly hair. She fine. She was. I don't know how about now. But I was trying to like flirt with her a little bit, even though she was a little older
So
than
you
me.
invited her to your comedy show.
So I was like, hey. I was like, you ever...
The only move comedians have.
Like, hey, come see me bomb. So...
Come see me do real bad.
Inviting people to we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I do comedy. I was like, you should come by to one of our shows. She's like, yeah. She goes, can I tell you a story real quick? I was like, yeah. She goes, so I used to go to school in Murray. She goes, and we went. She goes.
Oh my God.
Hold on. We got to stop being niggas.
Okay.
Let him tell the story.
This is gonna be funny.
This is
dog.
gonna be funny as shit.
I don't think you know how funny this is gonna be.
All right.
She goes, so we went to this comedy show at this Mexican restaurant one time, and she goes, it was
Horrendous.
so bad. She goes, we walked out and we were drunk. Like we wanted to enjoy it, but like the guys, they were just so bad. I was like, oh yeah.
Now, did you know it was you at that moment?
Yeah, at that point, yes. I was like, because I was in my head.
Resend the invite?
I was in my head. I was like,
God, I know you didn't go for round 2.
right. I was like, a couple of years ago, comedy show in Murray. Ain't nobody doing comedy shows in Murray.
That was me.
And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, what
It was
happened?
bad.
I was like,
That was a correlation.
I was like,
Murray, and it was bad.
she goes, it was this big white guy, who's my boy Evan, who's not a comedian by any means. He's actually a DJ now.
He's actually a mechanic.
He's a DJ now. And then I invited my boy Greg Bergard because I thought he was funny. And he went up there. And
I love how you said, I thought he was funny.
No, I thought he was funny. And then he did like 30 seconds. He was like, fuck y'all. And he got off.
Damn, you came a long way, brother.
So then I was stuck with 45 minutes. I can barely do 45 minutes. Not like I can do 45 to an hour now, like solid. But so she goes, yeah, it was this black, like mixed kid, this big white dude. And you could see the wheels spinning when she goes, and
Mexican guy.
she goes, and she goes, and a Mexican guy. And then she like looked at me, and I looked at her, and I was like,
Hey, I'm gonna do that. Do that look one more time. Please don't remember me. Please. One more time. Bitch, please don't remember me. Please don't.
she was just like,
Was you there?
yeah, I was like, it was me. And she was
You
like,
came clean?
yeah, I was like, yeah, it was
That
me.
shit was my cousin.
She goes, oh my God. It was okay. It was just,
It's too late.
I would
nah,
give,
bitch,
I would
it's
give the Nintendo spin. I'm like, that wasn't a horror. That was Warhead. Warhead. That was
man,
Warhead.
That was my cousin, man.
yeah.
What was his name?
Hold on, Evan. What's his last name?
Tharp.
What's that name sound familiar?
He's a little younger than I am, so you probably wouldn't know him.
Damn,
Well, here's
dude.
the thing,
So
I've
did
been
she
in
come to your
Murray
show?
so
No, he
long.
didn't go to Murray.
Did she come to your show?
Oh, he's just with you.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
What's up?
Did she come to your show?
Hell nah.
Man, you ever
And you kinda liked yourself in
you
that
ever-
moment,
You
too.
ever invite somebody to a show and you ate shit?
I think we
Yeah.
talked about that.
All my exes and my
Yeah,
wife, even my
One
wife.
of my exes. Actually, one time I invited exes. I did real good, but I talked about
Bro,
being with another
There's
chick.
been times where I'll be sitting at home like kind of depressed and shit, and I'm like, man, why don't people come up to our shows more often? And you'll hear my wife go, probably because every time you invite them, you suck. Like, oh shit, you right. Because I mean, I did. Like a lot of the time when I first started, you suck. Like it's such a fucking catch-22, right? Because you need an audience, so you're inviting people, but you're new and you suck, and they come see you and you suck, and they don't want to come see you again, and you're just like, I'm running out of people to invite, but that's the only way you can fucking do it.
Right.
Man, I invited my mom to the first comedy
one.
competition.
Yeah, your best one.
And when I got off stage, she's like, "You have to call your sister a bitch." I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "That's But I know I did good because, like, when I woke up like that morning, like she was like talking to her friend and she was talking about it. He's like, "He's actually good. I didn't think he was gonna be good."
She didn't even mention that you got naked, like half naked.
My
Three,
mom
four-
knows I'm ignorant as hell, like
Okay.
so it was just like a portraying that on stage. Like,
All right.
My
I used
mom
to-
did. My mom didn't even show, like, she was like, okay, this is just a phase. This is just. And then all of a sudden I told her, hey, mom.
Didn't I meet your dad?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
like,
Dad
it
showed
was
me
like
dad
the second
love.
time, whatever.
They came to Paducah
like,
Beer Works.
Yeah, like, that was the first time they ever saw me do comedy.
Yeah.
The first time. The first and only time. And, just like, they were like, oh, okay. He go, nigga, did you just burp? Just like, in my face.
I yawned. I was like,
Didn't even cover your mouth and shit.
I really didn't burp.
Then that nigga, you went,
"Oh, I didn't feel like I
and
did."
then you went,
I didn't feel like I did. In my mind, I
Finish him.
exhaled.
this bro right here just ate some lemon pepper wings.
Bro, his breath was like, finish him.
You disrespectful
Hold
motherfucker.
In my mind, I just exhaled. I didn't even feel like I burped. It just did. It came out.
Nigga, you went. You went. Hey, look right at me, Tuja.
I didn't feel it. You know the parts that you don't know they come out. He's like,
Yeah.
that part.
I had one of those earlier.
Hey, it's the
Laura Lee was like,
I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about anymore. I know I said something about my dad. And then I
"Oh, you
was
said
like,
your parents the first time to come
Yeah.
to see you, and
yeah, like, nah, they were like, no, they didn't even believe in me. They were just
They
sitting
never
there.
do. You
No,
say
no,
you
because
never
they were sitting there just like, look, Jamal, look, concentrate on your full-time job. Concentrate on that.
I almost spit my shit out, bro.
Concentrate on your full-time job. You know, make your money. What all this comedy shit? What the fuck you doing? What the fuck you doing? And all of a sudden, like, I happened to win that thing. I was like, hey, Dad, I won. Oh, son. And he was giving me the consolation speech like I wasn't going to do good.
Yeah.
So he was just like, oh, son, you know, you try hard. Hold on. What? Yo, you won.
Yeah.
Oh, Tristan, wake your ass up. Hey, Tristan. Jamal said he won. He what? He won?
yeah.
What did he win? Hold on. What happened again?
Cadillac.
I know you told me before. What happened? You and 11 other motherfuckers? What? You beat all them? Nigga, you just started. What? My motherfucking boy. My damn son. Hey, hold on. You do it in front of some ladies? Because my dad lived through me.
Right.
My dad lived through
You
me.
get your dick stuck on stage, Dad. That's not how that
He's
works.
just in there, man. You going to get some, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
My
Yeah,
mom did
man.
that with me on my driver's license. I was like, Mom, I took my driver's test. She was like, oh, it's okay, Jalen. You get it next time. I was like, I passed. She was like, really? And I was like,
That's even more embarrassing.
I know, right?
I was like, "Oh, bitch, dog."
like all these years, like I've built no faith with you.
Yeah.
You have no faith in me whatsoever.
Now my mom's like, anytime I tell her, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go do a show here. She goes, how much are they paying you at least? I'm like, yeah, for the most part. I'm like,
And-
but I'm still breaking even. I don't say that.
And we were talking
Right.
about doing all these comedy shows and everything. And the reason why we're in these comedy shows is because, believe it or not, comedians have practice.
Yeah, man.
And practice are called open mics.
Oh yeah.
And in big cities, they have open mics everywhere.
Every day.
Everywhere, for real.
Everywhere. And you know what? We have one a month.
No.
No, well, what was that, poetry night?
Yeah, man.
You talking about et cetera.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to try
You-
that poetry.
So
I'm gonna have to try that.
you guys probably don't get it yet, but
You guys,
there, yes.
I've been there.
I
Multiple
live
times.
in Murray.
When was the last time? When was the last time you went?
Look, man, I don't fuck with them
I
niggas.
live in Murray.
Yeah. No, I get your situation. I get your situation.
Or you get mine?
No. I don't get yours. I don't get, well, Clint still lives in Benton. But like DJ, I don't get you, DJ.
just don't read
Justin owns the fucking place. Like he should go up. Kevin doesn't go there. Like all these people, it's stage time that we don't have. You can't like really be, choosy. And also it gives you another crowd to work in front of, which is mostly girls with blue hair and
Right,
like
I
old
ain't
people.
like half of them bitches.
Well, I'll say this: at Dry Ground, they love us. That crowd is always lit. That crowd is amazing.
Fun crowd.
Yeah.
And
It's
the room
fun.
the room fucking helps too because it's so
It's like
small,
brick,
intimate,
older,
and
intimate.
then you get
The
the echo
acoustic,
in there.
yeah.
Oh,
I just don't want to
the
go
acoustic,
behind
yeah.
like a dude doing a poetry set about some damn being vegetarian. That's not a good way to go up. Dude did a whole
Yeah, you figure out how to go up when you go up in comedy shows and somebody eats shit and you're like, I need to pick this up.
Every time I post a video of my stand up and it gets like really good views and whatnot, I always have somebody slide in my DMs, like some dude, like, bro, this is what I need to be doing. I need to do comedy. Where can I do it at? And I'm just like, yeah, man. We got open mics the first Wednesday of every month, and then they never respond back. It's just like, how the like you think you just gonna get on stage and get paid?
I mean, yeah, you can ask your mom.
Fuck you, Jorge. I did. I'm not gonna lie. They had a show in the Apple.
Hey, we
And-
gotta do something there too.
We do though, for real.
We haven't done something in a
actually
while.
over there. Maybe Tap too.
Yeah, just figure
And
something
but
out.
yeah, cause I'm tired of driving. I'm not gonna lie though. But
Yeah, we'll come up there,
No,
bro.
like literally, like I went to a Murray show. Like I got invited by one of the improv members, right? So like. They was in there like, yeah, man, you need to talk to them. Maybe they can put you on. You know what I'm saying? Like all
That's
that,
really
whatever.
improv's fault for giving you all that hope.
Yeah, cause I didn't even make them. You know what I mean? I didn't make the team, but like,
Yeah, that was-
I came up to Jorge. I remember. I was just like, yo, man, my name's Jamal, man, and like all I said was, I'm funny. People tell me I should be a comedian. He was like,
Real.
no. Jorge was just like, oh, okay. Like, go to open mic. I'm like, oh, Mike. He's like, dude, I ain't gonna just put you on a show.
That's a comparison.
Like, I haven't seen you
Yeah.
perform. Like, you ain't gonna draft a player like without scouting them.
Right. That's a comparison of a cute chick walking up to a model. Like, people say I'm pretty. I should take pictures. Can I be a model? And she's like,
Right. And you know what? And here's the thing. I ain't get the concept until like when you go to open mic after open mic after open mic, because Silent Brigade, at least that was weekly. And that show
really
and
was.
that showed how hungry you were. And if you keep seeing me at an open mic and you keep seeing that I'm trying to evolve, you will get opportunities.
facts.
But if I don't see you at these open mics,
You're not taking it serious and
Grinding.
you don't care, so we don't care. Basically,
Right.
That's what it is.
and the thing, like for me personally, it's a little harder. Like even though I am Greek and we have this thing called excuses, where it's excuses are the tools of the comedy, which build monuments of nothingness.
Oh,
whatever.
that sounds like you got that shit on your wall.
Bruh, no, that's frat right there. Yeah, you don't even want to know how many times I had to learn that shit, or else I ain't gonna say we're non-hazing fraternity. You know that right now.
Non-hazing.
Non-hazing.
Very
But,
nice
like,
guys.
But like the fact that like I live in Murray, and the fact that like Paducah's 45 minutes away, so and there's really no shows in Murray, so every function I gotta drive
Yeah.
hour and a half.
That does suck.
And no, but here's the thing though. I ain't no that's minor compared to like what Jorge has done, like going to Louisville just for a practice,
Oh,
not a show,
fuck,
for a practice, just for 5 minutes on stage, just to do that. Jay Lamar. This dude went to Detroit, Chicago. Gave
Yep.
him 2 minutes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Said he killed that 2 minutes. So that way it built his stuff up.
Oh, you
know
got
what
to
I'm saying?
kill.
Like you, when you show people that you hungry, they will put you on shows, and they will like at least give you a shot because they know you hungry for it. We can't just put you on just because we know you.
No.
Like you got earn. Like
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, that is the most frustrating part, though. I will say from the other side. Now, I didn't have the opportunity to come up to a group of guys and be like, "Hey, can you guys let me on something," or even let me on your open mic, because it wasn't like nothing existed
Right.
when I started.
And people don't realize that there's different ways you can like build your name up. Like there's tons of ways you can
Now,
right.
yes.
There's different ways you can build your name up. Like you don't have to like okay, when you're coming up, you definitely got to hit open mics. That's
Yeah.
like not even
Yeah, if you're doing stand up,
that's not even anything debatable.
Right.
But like also like if you're trying to hit like new areas, here's what I did. I like instead of driving, I did go to Nashville for 5 minutes also. Like, but another thing I did was when I was on the show with Jorge, and I met a headliner. I got his information. Okay. Now I took that information and I was like, okay, we're gonna work on our stuff. Then I'm gonna throw a show and call him as a headliner to my show. I'm gonna pay for his hotel and I'm gonna pay him in advance. So that builds my name up. So when he comes to my show and I kill it and everybody there kills it, then it's just like, dang, okay, so this dude's hustling.
Yeah.
This dude really, and now I put him on the show. So guess what he does for me? Puts me on the show.
I miss night moves.
That's how you do that. I mean, there's different ways you can make it in comedy. Like different ways you can gain connections in comedy.
And the thing is, like with our brotherhood and everything, like when Jalen did that, I tried to do the same. I didn't do it as much, but like the fact that like he did it with a whole bunch of Nashville cats, and I'm talking about these cats. They doing something. You know what I'm saying? And then I had an all women's show. Woman DJ, female DJ,
Right.
like all the headliners.
He
were
called
ladies.
me. He
I
called me
was
and like
yo,
got my
bro.
perspective. And he's like, bro, so how should I? I was like,
Like,
bro,
how should I do?
I was
Ladies
like, bro, that's a
night.
dope idea, dude. I should go
That
through
whole
with
place
it.
was packed.
Heck yeah.
Whole place was packed, and not to mention, I paid them a whole lot more than what we would have got.
Right. And also, just to let you know, like I'm cheap as fuck. And I drove down there to Murray just to watch it. That just
Man.
says a lot, like
Like
yeah.
how
it was cool.
With the guys that you say message you and all that stuff, like one, you forever you're gonna get those guys. I know guys that wanted to do it when I started, and they're like, man, I want to do comedy one of these days. 10 years later, they're
One of
still
these days.
saying the exact same shit. I'm like,
Well,
dude, you
well,
have like, what are you doing?
Here's
You're
the
not
thing.
gonna do it.
I was one of those guys, but here's the thing. First off, I didn't even know there was a comedy scene in Paducah.
Yeah, but these guys do. Like,
But
you know what I'm
then
saying?
like when I found out, they were like, "Are you just gonna talk about it? Or are you gonna be about it?"
Yeah.
Like cause like when you got friends like and shout out to my close friends that were like, "Look, I'm tired of hearing the bullshit.
Right. Right.
Either you gonna do it or you not gonna do it."
Right.
So they literally pushed me.
so what
into-
you gonna do?
Yeah,
Who's
so
gonna do-
and those same people that have messaged me and said that, and I'm like, yo, are you? Like, I try to call them out even publicly, like on a comment. Like every time they're like, man, comedy is on one of my bucket list items. I'm like, is it?
No.
Is it? Are
No,
you? Is it
first
really?
off, if it says bucket list, that sounds like it's just a one time.
And even then, though,
Even then,
do
yeah.
it.
You owe it to
Like,
yourself to get on that stage.
And what if you're really, really good? Now you have this outlet, man. I see so many people fucking depressed and all this shit about life, and I'm like, listen, I have my moments of sadness and depression, but it's because of this fucking climate. But I'm
Right.
like,
Yeah.
but I'm like, even if I'm not balling out because of it, I'm doing what I set out to do 10 years ago.
right.
I'm like, dude, I want to be a headliner. I want to do clubs now. All that stuff is still in the works, but it's like I'm going towards it, even if it's small steps.
Right.
If I sit there and think about if I went back 10 years and then just kept being like, man, I got to do it, and then chickened out the moment I started feeling nervous about getting on stage.
You wanna do
I think about
shit.
where all my life, where would I be in life?
Right.
Nowhere.
Fucking dead.
And the,
Stagnant.
and the thing is, like, what's crazy is, like, you can just say about it. If you just do it, hell, I ain't amongst these three, I'm third. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like, look, this Alvin Simon, like the brains, the cool one. I'm the fat one. I'm Theodore. Nobody give a
He's
fuck
the
about
adorable.
Theodore.
He's the adorable one.
I'm the I'm fluffy. No, but yeah, like the fact that like over like 2.5 years ago, I was like, man, I want to do this. Now all of a sudden, you mean to tell me that 2 years later, I've opened up for bruh, man?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, and I'm just like, what?
That's just crazy.
All because you made one decision to literally, when I get open mics, when I hear about open mics, I'm going to go to them. If I'm available, I'm going to go to them.
All because instead of sticking your toe in the water, you
Right.
decided to jump in that bitch.
And not to mention, here's another thing that other comedians make a mistake on. Go to other comedian shows, even if you're not booked. Yeah, like because like y'all get on stage, like I'll sit there just like, you know what? Even though I live in Murray, I'll drive to Paducah. I'm not even on the card. I'll be there. They're
Right.
like, damn, all right, he's showing us love. Like, I mean,
So this is gonna sound weird, and it's not gonna sound like it makes sense at first, but I hope you guys understand. So, for the last 10 years, I've had 2 jobs and comedy. So, and I'm not trying to say like this is why I don't show up, but it is some of the reasons why I don't show up sometimes because I'm a server. But I have decided this year, once I start booking shit, I think that's I'm gonna focus on one job, and then make comedy kind of like my second thing,
Right.
instead of making it my third. Because there's been times where I'm like, dude, I could go to do this gig, but I gotta work, which I mean it pays well, but it's like I have to force myself to take the next step to get better pay. Because I mean, even though I've done this, now the reason I did my comedy special was because ain't nobody looking for me here.
Right.
Right, like I don't live in a big city where people are gonna be like, oh, that guy. Like I'm not, so I have to do, and it sounds weird, and I want to be like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do it by myself, but you have to.
You gotta be
Right.
hungry like that.
You have to at some point.
Got to.
Like nobody's fucking looking for you in
Hell no.
Paducah,
Nobody-
you
Nobody's
have
checking.
to stand.
and
you have to stand
and
up.
I can't move to Nashville. I can't move to New York right
Right.
now or LA, and because we have a business here. So I was like, okay, cool. So now my focus is do the family business and focus on comedy, because if I don't do it, I'm just gonna be right here in the fucking middle.
And,
Right.
and
all the time.
And also, like, you also married.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So that takes away
You
too.
brought up
And
more
like,
root.
like me and Jalen, we just got 40-hour jobs. Well, for you, like mine's more like 40 to 45. I can
Right.
flex that 5 hours. You, on the other hand, it depends on whole
Yeah.
lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Weather,
Yeah.
and this man,
events.
and
I'm
this
the same.
man over here grinding, like sitting there 11 o'clock at night. I get a text message, like he's sending me videos from Instagram. Yo, man, we need to do this shit. Hey, man, this would be a good premise. Hey, man,
I ain't getting those
hey, man,
messages.
I need to
Fuck you.
I need to work on this editing software. This man is like fucking like
Trying to figure it out.
You're trying to figure it out and shit.
Bro, I realized my stepdad told me some real shit. He's like, bro, you ain't got no kids, you young. He's like, if you fail, the only person you hurting is yourself.
Yeah.
He said,
Right.
if I fail, look at all the people. He's like, name my mom, my sister, and all me and all. He's like, if I fail, look at all the people I'm letting down. If you fail, you can pick yourself back up easily.
Yeah.
And that's like, bro, I'm 25. Like that's, if I get a gig and it's like my gig or a good gig and a good opportunity over my job, picking the gig, I'm picking the opportunity because I can bounce back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the opportunity over anything.
Now it doesn't mean don't stick to your job for. And I hate to be that guy because most people tell you to jump in, but you need to have a sense of security too, because I mean I'm not saying you're not funny or you're not good, but again, we live in such a small town that nobody's gonna just look at you and be like, hey, we're gonna give you
Right.
this,
Right.
that's gonna be able to take care of you.
But that's what's even like willing to make me jump even more, because it's like I'm not getting no looks out here. Nobody's checking out here unless it's on some
Well,
social media shit.
yeah.
Like
Well,
if I get an opportunity to maybe have an opportunity to get looked by somebody from
yeah.
at another place,
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
take it.
Well, yeah,
Like,
you take
I
that,
got to.
but
you also got to build it. Like, all right,
Got to.
for me,
Yeah.
like I've literally, because of comedy, I've literally started making goals. I never really made goals,
Yeah.
but like the fact that it was like, okay, if I'm gonna keep doing this whole Paducah shit, I'm gonna have to get a better car.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, like I work. Now all of a sudden I got a new vehicle. It's like, okay, that's step one. Now all of a sudden it's like, okay, if I want
Right.
to get booked in shows, whatever, I can literally plan ahead dates. how do I budget my money? How do I like set aside this stash for this stash?
Yeah.
Right.
Like literally, I have now all of a sudden like I'm secure to where the point where I'm gaining that security where
Right.
if some shit did pop off,
You
not to
prepared
mention
for it.
if
Right.
I had to, let's say, like you're doing the acting gig or whatever, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden they were like this, hey man, we're filming North Carolina or whatever. You need to be here for now. We can cover this much cost, but what about the other whatever? I can hold my own. Like
Right.
I'm working on that
Right.
now. So
Facts.
really, what I'm doing right now with this comedy, I'm building myself up as a better man,
Right.
and a better like I'm literally like tunnel vision,
Right.
and like. My day job is my day job. It's my bread and butter. I know what it is.
Right.
I even have where on my phone it says save check,
Right.
save check,
Right.
save holiday check,
Right.
pay electric water this
Right.
day, this day, this
That's
day.
true.
I'm literally
You're
like
right.
boom, 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 boom. And just in case if some shit happened, I'm secure where
Right.
I can be like this. You know what? I can take that leap
Right.
of faith. I'm
Yeah.
not blindly because
Right.
I'm you 9 years in the
Past.
yeah,
Future?
yeah.
Future
like,
past?
like you're like I see myself in you, but like what I'm saying is
Hey.
like you got a 9-year head start on me, and like I'm telling you, like even though for that leap of faith, build
Oh yeah, like, I'm-
like you're secure,
Right.
That's security because like you fall back like
Right.
if you crash. head
Well,
first, you gotta have-
I'm intelligent to that extent, but what I'm saying is, like this whole goal, like this whole thing was built so we can get our own work without without having to depend on anybody else.
Right.
We could take shows when we want to. We could set shows when we want to, and that already makes everything easier.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is another skill for me to sharpen my tools because my grandpa, all these people, and my dad, they taught me that for money, I have to fucking bust my ass and kill myself for it. And that's not the case. Like, there's so many ways. Like, I'm working on this editing. I'm trying to get better with photography and all that stuff because that's other ways of income. So I can go somewhere else and I can be like, oh, I can do these pictures. I can build me a portfolio. And I can get other work. And I can use that to get by.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, you
That's-
never asked me to help you with one thing, and I have a TV production degree.
I know, man. I do everything.
You never
Dude,
asked me one.
There's some about like figuring it out by
Right,
yourself.
dude. I like watch like so. I like read books. I like.
No, I was saying it was a good decision because it took me 10 years to graduate. That's all I was saying, man. That's all I was saying. I was like, you
Hey,
made
man,
a great
hold on.
decision, man.
Your soon-to-be favorite podcast, Los Brothers. Check us
Hey.
out next week. We love you guys. I'm
Hey.
Jalen,
Jamal.
Jorge.
and we out here. Sorry, Mom.
Aprendí